What's up guys, macadii here, bringing you another FU battle. Today I'm against a guy called Delphonics, or girl, obviously I'm not exactly sure. But looking at his or her team, we've got a Go-Goat, a Fraxer. So the Go-Goat's probably quite similar to mine. This seems to be quite a standard set for most Go-Goats. Fraxer is normally Dragon Dance, really offensive. He also runs the Matang as well, which by the looks of things is most likely going to be his lead. He has a Staravia as well, which I haven't faced before, but I do imagine they are going to be. It's going to be quite a big threat, as well as the Monferno that's here. And then he's got a shiny Kingler, which I must admit I've never seen before, and it's looking really weird. But yeah, and as we know, Kingler is a huge offensive threat as well, so this is going to be quite a tricky team to take down, I can see. So in terms of lead, it's very tempting to, I think I'm going to lead with Trolling, assuming that the Metang is going to come in, because that will give me the opportunity to get my sub up, and even if the Go-Goat does come in, there is a chance it's the sub seed set. Okay, so the Go-Goat comes in. I'm going to go straight for the sub. There's no point going for an attack just yet. I'd just quite like to see what he goes for. If he does decide to make the mistake of setting up, then I can still go for the Encore. And, okay, so he switches out into the Metang. So I put up the sub. It would be quite nice to run Taunt on this. If I had a 5th move slot, which obviously I don't, it would be quite nice to have that, just to stop the rock setting up. But I kind of do need an offensive move, otherwise I am a sort of sitting duck. And it's nice to have 2 turns where the first turn I can't be hit as well. So I'm just going to go for the Leech Seed this turn. I anticipate him just going for rocks or something like that. Matangs do cause quite a bit of trouble to my team. The only thing I can really... I do miss, which is unfortunate. Ironhead isn't going to be doing too much to me, so I'm just going to go for another Leech Seed. That is unfortunate. I do seem to be quite unlucky this session, but there's not much you can do. It's Pokemon, RNG and everything. So I get the Leech Seed off. He goes to the Ironhead. Doesn't do that much really, all things considered, and that's going to get me quite a lot of HP back. I am going to go for the sub this turn. It is quite tempting to Encore just to stop him from going for rocks, but I don't particularly want him switching out. So I go for the substitute. He does just keep going for the Iron Head. I very much doubt he's banded or trapped or anything like that. I think I am going to go for the Encore this turn, just because if I don't want him to try and get his rocks up, thinking, oh, he's just subbing up. He does make a good play there, which is unfortunate, but I can go out. I don't think Staravia learns close combat. It can't learn close combat, so I think that Alpha is probably my best bet, because I can charge beam on this and just start becoming a little bit more bulky. That is unfortunate that he did switch out that turn, but to be honest, even if I had a sub up, it wouldn't make too much difference. He is reckless as well, because the Intimidate boost doesn't go off, and that does quite a big chunk actually. I didn't anticipate it to do that quite that much. So I do really want to keep this Porygon. Oh, that puts me in a real predicament really. Let's have a look. How useful is Jack Frost? Jack Frost doesn't really outspeed. I think, unfortunately, looking at his team, Jack Frost probably is my weakest member. Because I can go into Jack Frost, and then I can go out into probably Siren. Because I do really want to keep Alpha. I am going to have to sack off Jack Frost, I think. But yeah, that did a huge amount. That might be... Does it say lost any health? No, he didn't. So maybe that's choice banded reckless, because that is doing huge damage, and that does get him to the point where actually Looney Tunes may be able to come in and do just do an E-speed. So I'm just going to go for the Icicle Crash here. Obviously, I am going to die this turn. I'm pretty sure a bounce from jump off as well isn't going to be able to do enough to take him out. And there is a very slight chance that he is scarfed, and I don't particularly want to risk that. So I'm going to go out into Looney Tunes now and just go for the E-speed. That was unfortunate. I wasn't anticipating it to do quite that much to Porygon, I must admit. It was quite an unfortunate amount as well, because if it was sort of 45%, then I could have just kept recovering off on that, and he'd have got whittled down. So I'm going to just go for the E-speed here. There's no point trying to over-predict this, predict the switch or anything. I'm just going to go for a E-speed, because this Staravia is quite a major threat. I think also with the amount of HP it's at, its usefulness is dwindling as well, so I doubt he's going to want to keep it. And he doesn't keep it, and he sacks it off. From here, I do anticipate maybe the Metang coming in. Hopefully not the Monferno. If the Monferno comes out, I think I'm going to go out into Dragonair, because I know Dragonair has got Supreme Bulk, and can also just take any Flare Blitz, and also we can reasonably take close combats as well. And I do kind of want to keep Looney Tunes. So the Monferno does come in. I'm just going to go straight out to Siren. And we know Dragon Tail does about 40%, but I'm not sure if that's Eviolite. I don't think that's with Eviolite. So, but it's going to pop his balloon and also send him out. Considering the fact he's got a balloon as well, that leads me to suspect he may be more of a nasty plot set, where you can set up on, so you can set up on something, like a ground type or something like that, that has to go for a weaker move against you. So I may have to watch out for that. Or a Swords Dance set, that's also completely possible as well. I've seen either. But he's taking his time choosing what to go for. Hopefully he decides to go for the Flare Blitz. That would be the most ideal situation, because I know Dragonair can take Flare Blitzes pretty well. If he does decide to set up, that might be a little bit of a problem. So I swap out into Dragonair. He just goes for the Fake Out. I very much disagree with that play, because while Fake Out is good and everything, if you're in on something that you can directly threaten, you really don't want to go for a Fake Out, because it just gives them the chance to switch like now, and now I'm in a much better position. If he'd have gone for a Flare Blitz or a Close Combat, there wouldn't be too many repercussions really, and he'd have got a much stronger hit off on me. So I'm just going to use this opportunity to go for Dragon Tail. Even if he does go for the Close Combat, shouldn't do too much, especially now that I knew I had the balloon anyway. So if he goes out into the Fraxer, which I really disagree with as well. So the Monferno comes back out, so that's good. I've just got a free 60% damage off on a Fraxer, which is also a major threat, and that's brought him down to close to E-speed range as well. So that's quite useful. I'm not exactly sure what he's going to go for, because he's probably quite aware that Siren does pretty much wall this Monferno. So we'll see. So he goes back out into Metang. I'm just going to get the Dragon Tail off. Hopefully it doesn't bring it out the Fraxer. It does bring out the Fraxer, which does put me in a little bit of a predicament. We know that I can kill the Fraxer with Dragon Tail. He may be worried that I'm speed invested, maybe. Let's see, so Go Goat. Let's see, so Go Goat can't touch, but can touch the Fraxer slightly. It doesn't touch the Fraxer very well. Monferno beats it. It struggles against itself. The only thing it's very good for is Kingler, but even that, I've not got great defences, and Kingler's got very good physical bulk. So actually, I think Go Goat is probably my least valuable member. On the other hand, though, if Go Goat goes down, I'm not exactly sure what I can go for next. And my other worry as well is if he goes for Dragon Dance. I think maybe the best play is just to stay in, because even if I sack off Go and if it dies in one hit, I still come back, and I've not got really anything else to take it on. So I think I am going to have to go for the Dragon Tail here. It's a difficult choice, but I think that probably is the best play. he's still thinking about what he's going to go for as well, which is quite interesting. I think that's a shiny one as well. He does go for the outrage, which doesn't take me out. Please don't miss. Good. Okay. And that just takes him out. From here, I'm pretty sure I do outspeed the Metang. So, knowing that, it's very tempting to keep Siren, because I know I can heal up on that. It all depends on what he brings in. He does bring in the Monferno. Now the question is he just going to go for the fake out? Because I could see him going for the fake out. And if he does do that, then Trollin is probably my best switch. Because I really do want to keep Siren, because I know it can handle the Go-Goat fine. It can kind of handle the Kingler as well, and it handles the Monferno. Yeah, it's probably it's not necessarily my win condition, but it's looking very good at the minute. So I think I'm gonna be cheeky, go out into Trollin, try and go for a fake out. If this doesn't work though, I am in a slightly precarious situation. So go out into Trollin, he does go for the fake out. That's excellent. So I am just going to go for the Encore here. I know there's a chance he is going to switch, but I don't really want to risk that. Hopefully he will forget, and I'll Encore him, and then definitely go for the sub as well. Even if the Go-Goat does come out, that's not too much of an issue, because I can just keep bouncing on that. And if he does decide to sub up or do anything like that, then I can very easily just go for the Encore there as well. So as long as he stays in, I think I'm relatively comfortable, because I could stall out the Kingler, and we know I can stall out the Metang as well. So he does. I do Encore him back into fake out. As I said before, I very much disagree with going for fake out that turn. He could have just as easily gone for a Flare Blitz or something like that. The 1% difference it made, you know, the sort of the risk reward ratio was far too high, I think. Oh, far too low. Oh, whichever way. You can work out what I mean. So I'm just going to go for the substitute here, as invariably he is going to switch out. I'm guessing probably into the Go-Goat. If I had to bet. Even if he goes out into the Kingler or the Metang, I should be able to handle that, okay? He does go out into the Metang, and actually that's probably better for me, because this Metang is one of the things that gets in the way of Looney Tunes sweeping, not sleeping. So, if I can get him down to a certain amount of, a reasonable amount of health, then a Shadow Claw should be able to take him out. He does just go for the Iron Head again, which isn't really much of a problem. I'm surprised that he's not a rock setter. Like, yeah, it does seem very, very strange. So I don't know if I very much doubt he's banded, but the way he's playing him, just mono attacking, does seem to indicate that he's banded, which is an interesting set. So as you can see, because I've got a low amount of health, I'm actually getting back a very large percentage of it back each turn on top of the leftovers. So actually, just going for substitutes and not going for protects isn't too much of an issue. It does have the advantage as well. If the opponent predicts normally when you're subseeding, one of the weaknesses is if you go for a protect and they predict you to go for protect and swap out, they can bring in a counter to you without you having your sub up. Whereas this way, I actually, if they do swap out, then I'm back on with a sub. I know it's a really, really mean set, but with the amount of setup and the amount of bulk and everything, it works wonders, really. It does remind me a lot of Hector as well in my UU sessions. If you guys watched it, you probably remember him. With the amount of HP he was getting back and just generally trolling people. Jump Off does have the advantage as well of having Encore, which stops any subs shenanigans going on or any setup as well. So he is just going to keep going for the Iron Heads. I know my health is being whittled down, but it's only going down by about 5% each time. And that's not too much of an issue in my book. Unfortunately, it is going to get to the stage where Oh, he does just forfeit. Okay. And I go for the sub. Iron Head breaks me. As I was going to say, at this point, yeah, I win the battle anyway, so it doesn't matter. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next battle. Macadii out. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep up my latest content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. Macadii out.